The Torah tells us that as Bnei Yisrael was on the brink of Geula, Kadosh Baruch Hu gave Moshe Rabbeinu a special instruction. Daber na boznei ha'am v'yishalu ish me'etz re'ehu v'isha me'etz rusa klei chesed v'klei zahav. Daber na, Kadosh Baruch Hu makes a request. Please tell the people to ask the Mitzrim to borrow their gold and their silver. So there's a lot of questions on this particular request and why say it's a she'ela when they're not planning to give it back. But I want to focus specifically on the lashon of na. Rashi here quotes a Gemara in Brachos and Daftes. Ein na ela lashon bakasha. Na is the way of saying please. HaKadosh Baruch Hu was making a special request. Why is this? What is the special request? Amalei HaKadosh Baruch Hu leMoshe. Bevakasha mimcha lich v'emor lahem liYisrael. Bevakasha mikem sha'alu miMitzrayim klei chesed v'klei zahav. Hashem says to Moshe, please, I'm asking you to please go ask Bnei Yisrael, to please ask the Mitzvah to borrow. What's all this bakasha for? Why is it so important that we should take the klei chesed klei zahav? Shelo yomar oso tzadik, so that Avram Avinu shouldn't complain. He shouldn't have a taina. What would his taina be? That at the bris bein absarim Hashem said, va'avadum v'inu osam, v'acharichein yitzu b'chush gadol. And Avram Avinu, Hashem is concerned, Avram Avinu should not have a taina. He shouldn't say, "Va'avadum v'inu osam ki'em behem, v'acharichein yitzu b'chush gadol lo ki'em behem." Avram Avinu might say, "It's not fair. You made my progeny, my descendants, slaves, and they worked so hard for such a long time. They suffered for such a long time, and now they're not even leaving with the rechush gadol that you promised." So that's why Hashem was very concerned that Avram Avinu should not have this taina, and that is why He asked Moshe Rabbeinu to ask Bnei Yisrael to take gold and silver from the Mitzrim as they left. The Vilna Gaon asks on this Gemara, l'chora, this is completely unnecessary, because the Medrash tells us that the biza of the Yam was much greater than the biza of Mitzrayim. Right? When the Mitzrim were drowned in the Yam Suf, they left behind massive amounts of treasure. And that massive amount of treasure dwarfed the gold and silver that Bnei Yisrael took from the Mitzrim at this juncture, when they were Shoel Ish Me'is Re'eu V'Isha Me'is Rusa. So the Vilna Gaon says, even if Avram Avinu had not seen the Bnei Yisrael leave Mitzrayim with the Klei Chesed and Klei Zahav, he still should have been satisfied. He would have been satisfied. HaKadosh Baruch Hu knew that he would have been satisfied by the Bizas Hayam. So why was this whole request even necessary? So the Vilna Gaon says that the reason why HaKadosh Baruch Hu made this request from Moshe was because he wanted the Haftacha to Avram Avinu to be Mekuyam right away when they left Mitzrayim. He didn't want to wait the extra few days, the extra week when they would get to Yam Suf. He wanted the Haftacha to be Mekuyam right away. Why is that so important? What's the pshat in the Vilna Gaon's teretz? Right? Why is it that the Haftacha to Avram Avinu, v'acharichein yitzir b'chush gadol, why is it so important that Hashem should be mekayim it immediately as we leave Mitzrayim and not leave it for an extra week? So I heard from Rav Daniel Zuckerman, that the pshat in this idea, in this request from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as we understand it from the Gemara in Brachos and from the Vilna Gaon's insight into that Gemara, the pshat is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted that we should understand that the entire period we spent in Mitzrayim, it was not that we suffered and the suffering was just bad and meaningless, and at the end we left with some sort of severance package. That yes, it was difficult, but don't worry, there's something nice at the end as well. That would not accomplish the goal of Shibud Mitzrayim. The goal of Shibud Mitzrayim was to accomplish something positive through the Shibud. Perhaps, among other things, that we learned what it means to be an Eved. That Klal Yisrael went down to Mitzrayim and they understood that there's a mitzvah called being an Eved. An Eved to Paro is a total subjugation of self. It's a total denial of self in the service of somebody else. And we took that experience and we made it into something positive. We turned it into the ability to understand what it means to be Abdei Hashem. That's one example. There could be others of the positives that came about through Shibud Mitzrayim. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu made a bris with Avram Avinu, he wasn't just telling him, I'm going to punish your descendants, and then at the end, they're also going to have something nice. He was telling him there's going to be a Shibud Mitzrayim, and that Shibud itself is going to have the tachlitz of a Rechush Gadol. The Rechush Gadol is an example of how the Shibud Mitzrayim developed us, how it built us as a nation. Had the Rechush Gadol only been provided a week after leaving Mitzrayim, it would not have made the same point that the Shibud itself led to a Rechush. It would have been, oh, you had a Shibud, that was difficult. Here's a Rechush. It's coming later, don't worry. In another week or so, you'll get a Rechush, and that will somehow offset the terrible time of Shibud. No, Kadosh Baruch Hu wanted it to be clear to Avraham Avinu. Make it clear to Avraham Avinu. Make it clear to Klal Yisrael. Make it clear to us that the period of Shibud Mitzrayim, the difficulty of Shibud Mitzrayim, that itself carries within it the benefit called Rechush Gadol. All the to'elis is coming out of the Shibud itself. It's simultaneous that as the Shibud is coming to close, the Rechush becomes apparent, and the benefits, the positives of that experience should become apparent. Klal Yisrael at all times, and many times, is going through difficult periods. Our day and age is no exception. And one of the yisodos that Kadosh Baruch Hu taught us at Bris Bein HaMesarim is that whatever period it is that we're going through, whatever difficulties we're going through, the Rechush Gadol is part of it. And it's a matter of having the perspective to try to appreciate where those positives are, to keep our heads high and appreciative of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, that whichever difficulty we're enduring, whether as in a personal life, whether in a communal life, whether in a national life, the Rechush Gadol is part and parcel of it, and we just need to open our eyes and find it. Have a wonderful Shabbos.